inside a helmet, under the hood, or where the rubber meets the road. Racing's racing, and if ARCA is in the name, racing is the game. On pavement or dirt, in a truck or a midget car. Shine her up, boys, and let's get it on. Racing's what the fans paid to see, and by gum, we're going to give it to them. 2 for the price of 1. The ARCA Auto Value Midget Series. And ARCA's Lincoln Welders Trucks. No, you're not dreaming, but it's a race fan's dream come true. A double dose of fast fun from Ohio. Hello and welcome to Toledo Speedway in Toledo, Ohio for the stars of ARCA, both trucks and midgets here today. Trucks first, and then the midget series will kick off. I'm Brian Drever along with Don Radebaugh. You're looking at the starting field for the first of 2 races you'll see here today on Speedvision. We love this place, and we're not alone.
Toledo Speedway is one of my favorite places to run because it's a wide track. It's a fast track. I like the bigger, faster tracks. A lot of room to race, and we were able to win here the last race last year, so really like it here.
It's a real fast track. You have to, my understanding is if you get around the bottom real quick, you'll be one of the quicker trucks around here.
It's a nice facility, nice and wide, easy to pass on. I like the place. Good track, yeah.
Nice racetrack, very nice racetrack. A little bumpy, but that's where the driver comes in and can make a difference. Get away from the bumps, have the truck set up right, get around this thing pretty good.
Put the gas down and just drive it right on out. You got to be a little careful in turn 2, and that's a tough corner around here.
It's a pretty fast track here, you know, being it's probably about the biggest track in Ohio. That's a short track in Ohio that we run.
It's a blast to run. Nice fast track, high banked, and I like it a lot.
All the prelims are done. The main event is coming up. The ARCA Lincoln Welders Trucks get the green flag in a moment. There's second down on the opening play up in Charlotte, 2 apartment buildings.
Now you can win the real Neil McCoy. Just enter the Win Meal contest at your local Fleetwood Homes retailer.
Hey, man, you gonna eat that? Hey, win a free concert with me, Neil McCoy. Just come down to your local Fleetwood retailer to enter. You sure you don't want any more?
He's been voted the most powerful on-air personality in sports. He's larger than life. He sparked a passion taking the country by storm. And the Sporting News says he's generated more buzz than Oprah Winfrey and Larry King. He's arguably the hippest, freshest, funniest sports talker working today.
You're underpaid. There's no question about that.
That is some serious smack. Jim Rome, The Last Word. Weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 on Fox Sports Net. Welcome to the jungle.
Looking for an exciting new career opportunity? Call now and check out Marine Mechanics Institute's comprehensive vocational training school for marine technicians. Veteran marine instructors teach you to repair stern drives, outboards, and personal watercraft. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify. MMI also offers lifetime graduate placement assistance. MMI's state-of-the-art campus in Orlando is endorsed or supported by all the major marine engine manufacturers. Call toll-free now for your career information kit at 1-800-922-9664.
Go, 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 go. As the sun is dipping down behind the trees, the fans are settling into their seats for what they expect is going to be a terrific night of competition here. First, the trucks, and as they get set to roll off for their warm-up lap here, this is going to be a lot of fun for the stars of ARCA and for the fans, I think. Don?
Brian, it's a really neat series. This series based on the smaller production models, the Ford Rangers, the S10s, the Dodge Dakotas. Quality field here tonight.
3 Fords and a Chevrolet in the first 2 rows. Todd Braun, the pole sitter, with Michael Carter Jr. next to him. Chad Quinn and Johnny Whittam also in a Ford. Whittam, the only Ohio driver. Both Carter and Quinn are from Michigan. Todd Braun from Indiana.
Jess Speakman and David Clay, 5th and 6th on the grid. Robin Slaughter, the veteran out of Columbus, Ohio, inside of Dave Reed.
We go back to row number 5. Troy Marciniak from Michigan. Tully Esterline from Ohio in the Spangler Candy Chevrolet. And then it's Bobby Marvin and Bill Withers, both from Columbus.
Next up, 13th, Joseph Wormcastle, a new name in the series, inside of Paul Hahn out of Canton, Michigan. Kyle Whitwer, who owns the Worm Castle team, starting 15th. John Kazmierski alongside.
Row 9, it's Pete Worm Castle from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Randy Kopka from Indiana also. And then on row number 10, Jack Weedy from Ohio. John Toth from Northfield, Ohio. And that is row number 10.
Bringing up the tail end, Stan Maitland out of Greenville, Ohio. Scott Belknap aboard the 21 truck.
So that's our starting grid, and the trucks have nearly completed their preliminary laps here, waving to the fans a little bit and getting ready for the green flag. And we are set. Hope you are too at home for the first of these two races you will see here today. And a good look there at the 77 of Todd Braun, the Braun Auto Group 2-guy mechanical Ford that earned pole time here behind the pace truck.
That front row, Brian, both those drivers have never won an ARCA Lincoln Welders Truck Series competition. Obviously, a great opportunity exists tonight. I got a few former winners in the rear view mirror. The Ford truck of Chad Gwynn has been to victory lane a couple of times, as has Johnny Witham in that 5 truck. So a strong, strong grid lined up in their mirror, ready to go here off turn 4.
Braun stands on the gas. And right beside him comes Michael Carter. Gwynn moving up into 3rd spot. Talented young driver down there on the low line making it work. But the lead is going to go immediately to Todd Braun, the pole sitter. And they line up single file in just 1 lap.
And off turn 4, if he can lead this lap, looks like he will. Todd Braun just led his first ever lap in ARCA truck competition. Michael Carter in tow. Good racing for 3rd and 4th. Further back, Jeff Speakman and Johnny Witham door to door.
A little bit further back from there is the 6th truck of Robin Slaughter, but you're looking at Michael Carter running in 2nd spot, taking a look down on the inside on the pole sitter. Truck pulling off onto pit road very quickly there, and so we're looking at some attrition already in this race. Little wiggle out of the 77 truck there of Braun, and that opened the door for the 44. Carter couldn't stick it in there. Braun is still holding him off.
Not like he didn't try, though. He's got that truck working very well, Michael Carter does. Able to hang right down on the white line. That's the quick way around Toledo Speedway, and he's working hard on the 77 truck.
Scott Belknap in the Mississippi barbecue sauce entry that went down onto pit road, an early retirement for him. Apparently some engine problems we're hearing. But up front, it's still good racing as Braun is hanging on to that lead. And 44 there of Carter using all the track and a little bit of the infield to try to find a way around.
There are 6 trucks up front. Whoa, look at Carter. Got that thing way too loose there off the 4th corner. But there are 6 trucks up front shuffling for this lead position. Great race.
Yeah, a little 44 of Carter there, dragging the front wheel around on the apron. And the tail end hung out. The tailgate was trying to pass the hood.
That truck is working well, though. That thing's sticking on the bottom. It's sticking on the high side. That thing is working everywhere on this track, and that's what you need. As he takes another peek inside of Todd Braun. Not enough, though.
Okay, trust us now. We'll watch the race for you while you watch some very important messages. We'll be right back.
Road and Track Salute to American Grand Prix Drivers is presented by Champion Spark Plugs.
Phil Hill made his way to Formula One by being one of the great sports car drivers. His crowning achievement came in 1961. He battled all season long with Ferrari teammate Wolfgang von Trips for the World Drivers' Championship, which was highlighted with a win at Mighty Spa. Victory at Monza clinched the title for Hill, but tragically von Trips was killed, spoiling Hill's chance to fully celebrate becoming America's first world champion.
Let's go racing! It's a monster mini Manorama weekend. See Mom and her errand running George Hopkins 6-cylinder small block take on 11 jobs at once.
Champion Platinum Power spark plugs make any car feel high performance. So choose the world's favorite spark plug, Champion.
20 years now. Where'd they go?
Need help with those?
I can do it. 20 years. I don't know.
I mean, you just caught an edge. It happens.
I sit and I wonder sometimes.
Year after year, it's good to have someone you can depend on. Chevy, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
It didn't have to end like this. Armor All Protectant. Armor All Car Wax. It's not just shine, it's Armor All.
This weekend, watch the boys of summer hit the Laguna Seca corkscrew at the International Superbike Classic. Then push it to the ragged edge with British touring cars from England. And shift gears with the best of American Le Mans as the Audis continue their Le Mans charge at the Nürburgring. That's the International Superbike Classic at Laguna Seca. British touring cars and American Le Mans series from the Nürburgring on Speedvision.
Be there. Todd Braun coming up on lap traffic. That would be the team truck to the 77 car, the 17 of Randy Kopka out of Brandsville, Indiana, going a lap back.
Something going sour in the engine on that 17 truck, and Kopka's trying to fight it, but it's likely to be a losing battle at this point. He's caught in a revolving door, and the first one through the door was, as you said, the team truck there, 77 of pole sitter Todd Braun.
Got to be a thrill for Todd here tonight. He's never led laps in ARCA truck competition. Here he's shown the way for the first half of the event anyway, and you know, as a regular on the tour now, this has got to be great for him.
Also, Pete Wormcastle out of the race with an engine problem in that number 12 truck, the Whitmer Racing Chevrolet.
Oh,
he's behind
possibly
the
a battle for the lead.
Oh boy, some close quarter action there. This time it is the 77 truck that is starting to slip back a little bit. And yes, indeed, we have our first lead change as Michael Carter goes by.
See it
just
there
at the halfway mark.
Looked like, yeah, the 77 got loose off the second corner and opened up the top end for Carter, who drove alongside and on by. So will Chad Gwynn here go by the 77 as the new leader, Michael Carter Jr. shows the way with Gwynn in tow, and Todd Braun holding off, trying to hold off a hard charge from David Clay and Robin Slaughter too. Great truck race.
Well, Braun is definitely having some kind of problems here, as he had to really back out of the throttle to gather it up, and he's lost 3 spots, slipping back and forth, and looks like it could be 5th, and it is very quickly there as Robin Slaughter comes around on the outside. So the pole sitter and early leader is kind of heading backwards right now.
There's a lot of room to race here, though. The fast line is typically on the bottom against the white line, but I just saw Robin Slaughter make the top groove work, so we know that 6 truck is handling very, very well.
Here's a look at the 6. It started in 7th position. Carmen's Vacuum, Napa Auto Parts, Ford. Those Rangers.
He's sucking them up all right, one by one in that Carmen's Vacuum entry. There's the leader, Michael Carter. We mentioned that Todd Braun had never led laps in ARCA truck competition. Neither has Michael Carter Jr. until tonight, but the question is, can he hold him off? Got a strong field in tow.
Carter Racing Chevrolet S10. There it is, the yellow number 44. Working around some lap traffic. Looking very good. The 4 of Chad Gwynn, Sonic Expediting Ford, also coming in here as the race laps progress.
No surprise there. That looks like, what, Pete Wormcastle in the pit area in trouble in the 12 truck.
Yeah, he went in and back out briefly and then back in again. Engine problems are going to take him out of the race.
I saw some smoke trailing the 44 truck. Still see it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh, now we see it big time.
He's got something going on there.
Thought it might have been just a little bit of tire smoke as he was squatting down in the corner there, but no, it's not a tire rubbing. It's something going in the engine.
I don't know, or rear end, or possibly transmission, but probably an uncomfortable view for Chad Gwynn and company, who, if that is indeed oil or something, or moisture coming out, that can make things pretty treacherous out there for the guys in his rearview mirror. Right now, that would be Chad Gwynn. Gwynn looking hard for a way around the 44 truck. Gwynn, one of the guys that's been real versatile with the series. He's not only won on the pavement, but he won on the dirt last year in this series at Crystal Motor Speedway in Michigan. He's a former street stock champion from Flat Rock Speedway, Chad Gwynn is, and right now looks like a champ here tonight, working on the leader, Michael Carter Jr.
Right behind is David Clay, the Carlisle Electric Chevrolet S10. There he is, the 33 truck, the yellow one that has been, in fact, the victory lane in this series. But the leader, that smoke is, you know, it's enough to be sort of disconcerting, but then now it seems to have kind of faded off just a little bit.
Well, whatever it is, it must not be a problem, because no one's getting loose behind him, and the officials who are got to have a tight eye on it have not black flagged the 44 truck, so they apparently feel that it's no threat or posing no problems trackside. Not yet, anyway. And it's not hurt his performance one bit. He's as quick as he was.
He's actually extended his lead slightly, and maybe it's a little bit like James Bond. He's throwing up a smoke screen and escaping in a cloud.
Look at Slaughter on the move now.
Oh, yeah.
Got a truck inside the 33 of David Clay as Slaughter takes over, overhauls Clay for the 3rd position.
Could be the fastest truck on the track right now, that number 6 of Robin Slaughter. He's out of Columbus, Ohio, and he's making the low line work awful well here as the laps wind down. He's working on the 4 now, Gwynn going around the lap truck number 17 again, of Randy Kopka. Kopka with a sour engine, but still racing. Gwynn in the 4 truck running 2nd would like to do that one better.
It's been up and down. Yeah, it's been real up and down. We had 2 good races, finished 2nd in both of them, and then had 3 weeks in a row bad weeks. We had a blown motor on the last lap at Bearfield. We were leading that race, and then spun out of Crystal, and then just got into a wreck at Anderson. So it's been up and down.
Right now, I'd say it's up for Chad Gwynn running 2nd, holding off for now Robin Slaughter, the veteran of the old ARCA Pro 4 series, and that series sort of went away in favor of this new evolution of ARCA trucks. So Robin Slaughter continues to work on Chad Gwynn, one of the newcomers and one of the veterans of ARCA competition.
Slaughter down on the low line. Gwynn doing a good job of holding his line and blocking a passing effort as he works his way around a couple of slower trucks.
It's John Toth in the 96 truck going a lap down as these are your leaders, and they have reeled in the leader. Chad Gwynn with Robin Slaughter in tow are beginning to erase the distance between their trucks and the 44, so things tightening up front.
Carter's truck still smoking ever so slightly, but as you said, the ARCA officials watching closely and not determine if there's anything going wrong enough to black flag him out of the race. And indeed, the smoke has diminished quite a bit from what it was before. And the drivers were seeing any kind of spots in their windshield, you know, they'd be hollering in the radios or waving out the windows or something. But now all they're doing is trying to get around Carter. That will eliminate the problem for Chad Gwynn. No more spots on the windshield if you pass the guy, right?
You got it, Brian. Right now, Chad Gwynn's got it. Got an outside line on the 44 truck of Michael Carter Jr. as Robin Slaughter slides to the inside of Chad Gwynn. A 3-way shuffle for the lead.
Kind of like the way Robin Slaughter seems to be thinking. He's going to let Gwynn go the long way around. And if there's any wiggle at all out of that 44 truck of Carter, Slaughter's going to dive down on the low line. His truck's working well down there.
I've got to wonder what Michael Carter Jr. is thinking. Should I protect the bottom? Should I protect the outside? Because right now, both the 6 and the 4 are working in both places. So Carter Jr. is going to have his work cut out for him. Slaughter takes over the 2nd spot and goes to work on our leader.
Fake left, go right. Slaughter looked like he was going to go on the high side there for a second, but in any case, he's disposed of the threat from Chad Gwynn, and now all he has to do is concentrate on passing the leader, Michael Carter.
I think Michael Carter Jr. has got to do a lot of concentrating as well. Figure out how he's going to hold off the hard charge from Robin Slaughter, who started 7th on the grid and already working on the leader. Man, he's got that truck working well.
Well, Carter's playing an awful good defense up front right now.
That he is.
And holding his lead by making that truck as wide as possible. You'd think it was a semi the way he's driving that thing around the track, and Slaughter's having a tough time getting by. He couldn't make it work on the low side. Here he comes, though. Wow, was that quick?
Yeah.
So he was working the low side, then he worked the high side, had Carter Jr. thinking a little bit about defending that upper line, and he slid right through on the bottom. Don, way to go.
Yeah, that's a veteran move for you. He had been working Carter on the high side, showing him a fender there for the last few rounds. Then you know, goes low and takes the pass. So that's a lot of seat time. That's a veteran. That's a good race car driver here, a race truck driver. Back with the battle for 2nd now. Chad Gwynn will go to work on Carter with David Clay in tow in the 33 truck. David Clay out of Carlisle, Ohio, won here at Toledo Speedway last year, so we'll keep an eye on him. He's a good driver.
Slaughter now, having taken the lead, is really beginning to stretch it out a little bit. Clearly his truck was faster, and he just had to use, as you said, a veteran move to get around and make a clean pass.
And like all good veterans, he used a lot of patience tonight. You know, he used the, oh, look at this. Dave Reed Reeve giving Speakman a fender off the second corner. Get out of my way, man. And here comes Troy Marciniak in the 8 truck as well as Speakman backs up. That's Tully Esterline, the Spangler Candy Company Chevrolet. But here's a good battle for 7th. That's the point leader, Troy Marciniak, who has won 3 races in a row in the 8 truck. And now he'll go to work on the 98 of Dave Reeve, 2 former winners in the series. Reeve, of course, won at Winchester last year. But the point leader, Troy Marciniak, trying to take over the 7th spot here.
Marciniak in the 8 truck is, as you say, the points leader.
Not by much.
A very good season.
Well, we've had a lot better season than last year. First race this season, we blew the motor, and after the first race, we've been doing pretty good. We won at Anderson, Crystal, and Bearfield, and then had a strong 4th finish at Ileana last weekend, and moved us into first in points. So we're having a fairly good season this year. Hopefully we can hold on to it.
Working on that 98 of Reeve after he moved the 2 truck of Speakman up and out of the way. Now he's working on a low line there with Reeve, the Accurate Logistics Ford, and gives up the spot. So it is now the points leader taking over that position. Marciniak from Spring Lake, Michigan, sets sail. A look at the leaderboard. Robin Slaughter is in the #1 spot. Johnny Witham rounds out the top 5 as action continues here at Toledo Speedway in the ARCA Lincoln Welders Truck Series.
Now, Cornerstone Promotions brings you Rockin' Instrumentals, featuring 34 of your all-time jukebox favorites. These are the songs that bring back magical memories. 34 original hits by the original artist, together in this one great collection. Rockin' Instrumentals is not sold in stores. Here's how to order. Call this toll-free number now for Rockin' Instrumentals. 2 cassettes, $19.98. 2 CDs, $26.98, plus $4.95 shipping. Have your credit card ready and call now.
Hey, did you cancel the paper?
You bet.
You stopped the mail?
Absolutely.
Did you remember to turn on the alarm?
Totally forgot.
ADT's home monitoring technology is so advanced, you can turn it on from any phone, anywhere. And in seconds, your house will be covered with a high-technology blanket of protection. Call now and get ADT's sophisticated burglary system installed for as little as $99. You could also save up to 20% off your basic homeowner's insurance. ADT's Advanced Monitoring Center is staffed by skilled professionals, always on full alert and ready to send help in seconds. That's why ADT helps protect more homes and families than any other security company in America.
Is there anything else
Call now and get the ADT burglary system from $99 installed, plus up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. Get the power of ADT.
OLN is your ticket to adventure, to the amazing Himalayas. To find out where, watch OLN's exclusive primetime coverage of the Raid Gawaz, August 23rd at 8. For details and to enter, click on away.com, and away you'll go.
Welcome back to the ARCA Lincoln Welders Truck Series from Toledo Speedway. Watching the leader, #6, Robin Slaughter.
Season's started out as a struggle. We ran a real strong second at Winchester and then broke it right at the end, so we didn't finish there, didn't finish the second race, and then we got our new engine for the third race, and since then we've got a second, a fourth, and a first. The last race out at Ileana, we won up there on the half-mile again. Big, wide, fast half-mile room to race, our kind of track. So we're starting to make it charging points. We're up to second, only 5 out of first, so this is where we want to be at this point of the year.
2 in a row for Robin Slaughter might just do the trick.
He said that's where he wants to be this time of year. I bet he likes being in the lead right now as well, because point leader Troy Marciniak currently running 7th on the grid and leading by only 5 points, Brian, ahead of the 6 truck, Robin Slaughter, who's leading this thing. Great battle for second continues. The 44 of Michael Carter Jr. in traffic going by the high side of Jack Weathy, the 55 truck, but he's still got the 4 and the 33. Gwynn and David Clay working on him, so Carter hasn't had a lot of breathing room out there tonight, but he's done a wonderful job in his first full season on the Tour.
2 laps remain now for Robin Slaughter to pick up his 2nd win in a row. And it does not look like anyone is going to challenge him, at least on the racetrack. All he's got to do is hang on, listen to all the noises that he thinks he's hearing, and wait for the checkered flag.
Brian, white flag coming out here. He's got this place figured out. I mean, he didn't put one fender on one truck out there. He worked around to the high side, to the low side. He earned this victory.
Did not put a wheel wrong all evening long. A virtually perfect run and 50 laps complete now for Robin Slaughter, and he will take his 2nd victory in a row, and he will take the points lead. Robin Slaughter, the winner here at Toledo, ARCA Lincoln Welders Truck Series.
And he was our quick timer tonight as well. Set a new track record here tonight. Perfect night for Robin Slaughter.
Near perfect for Michael Carter Jr., who led, but he could only hold on to 2nd spot. Young Chad Gwynn comes home 3rd ahead of David Clay, and Joseph Wormcastle, who made a late race pass, to move up into 5th. Jeff Speakman starts the second 10. Saw a lot of him early in the race, but he faded. And as we get down towards the bottom of the list, you can see some of the drivers and the trucks that went out of this one prematurely, you might say. But no problem whatsoever for Robin Slaughter. The Carmen's Vacuum Napa Auto Parts Ford Ranger coming home into victory lane here tonight, and he is headed that way right now. Don, as you said, a near perfect, well, a perfect night. You can't do it any better than he did. Don can't hear me because he's heading down there to wait for Robin Slaughter in victory lane.
I love working here. It's exciting, feeling like we're changing things for the better. At Zurich Direct, there are no surprises. You call us and we give you a free quote on high-quality term life insurance with no strings attached. And these rates are up to 70% less than what some other insurers charge. I mean, why pay more than you have to?
Hi, thank you for calling Zurich Direct. This is Wendy. How may I help you?
It really is simple.
Well, Mr. Madden, you're 42 in good health and you don't smoke? That's great. A 10-year, $250,000 policy is just $23 a month, and your rate is guaranteed.
Everybody has questions when they call in. They want to know they're doing business with the right company. You'd be amazed how many letters we get from people just saying thanks.
Well, you can choose a 5, 10, 15, or 20.
Coverage can start in just a few weeks.
Sure, I can help you with that. I'll just...
Absolutely. I think everyone should call Zurich Direct. But then again, I'm probably a little partial.
Call 1-800-330-8167. Zurich Direct, a unit of Zurich Kemper Life.
You have entered the Racing News and Information Superhighway. Speedvision News Race Week. An in-depth coverage by those experts who live it. Get the inside line on Speedvision News Race Week every week. Sunday nights, 7:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific.
Sure, my old job gave me a paycheck, but it didn't give me much else. So I called ITT Tech. I always liked electronics, and with their help, I was able to turn what I like to do into what I'm paid to do. Now I have a job that gives me some real satisfaction. I never had before. A real future.
For an informative brochure, call ITT Tech at 1-800-0099. That's 1-800-942-0099.
The remainder of the field is heading for the haulers, but the winner of this one, Robin Slaughter, is in victory lane with Don Radeball.
Well, it was a patience type of race. We knew we had a real good truck, and the key was just patience. I moved up a little bit, and I dropped back, and the 44 truck was losing a little bit of fluid, and I had to be patient around there, and yeah, the race went pretty good. It was sort of neat to go 50 laps and be able to pull it out. We love this track and set a new track record, and sort of a sweep tonight was a big deal for us. And we always try to get a little bit of exposure for our sponsors, Carmen's Vacuums, NAPA Auto Parts, Head and Company Racing Supplies, TWC Electrical Contractors. And I'd like to also say thanks to my crew, Tom Cumbo, Amy Cumbo, Mike Jost, my daughter Nikki Slaughter, who hasn't made it yet. She works in Indianapolis, Amy Cumbo, and Pat, and my girlfriend Marcia. They all help us out a lot. We wouldn't be here without them.
Celebrating 2 in a row, Robin Slaughter bringing the number 6 truck home in first place here tonight. And there are some of the members of the crew that he thanked a moment ago. It is indeed a team effort in motorsport. The first one to say, hey, these guys just gave me the truck and all I had. climb back in and park it now and get ready for the rest of the show. Robin Slaughter, the winner in the number 6 truck here tonight of the ARCA Lincoln Welders Truck Series round at Toledo. But the midgets are coming right up. 30 laps of open wheel fun, ARCA style.
You know,